insecurity, Miyetti Allah set to establish vigilante nationwide. Why? How can Miyetti Allah come and set vigilante in another person's state? Why? And who is approving it? How is it going to happen? Nigeria has gotten relative peace since Buhari left office from the Fulani herdsmen. Now they want to create something now that they will use to drag other people's land. And there's no way they will set this vigilante that they will not fight with the community owners. Okay, because they will say community owners are invading them. And community owners will say they are invading them, they are harassing them. How can you come and set vigilante in another person's land and guide him and tell him how to live? This is crazy. The Fulani Socio-Cultural Organization Miyetti Allah Kautal Hall has announced the establishment of its nationwide security outfit to assist security agencies in curbing criminality such as cattle rustling, kidnapping, and rural banditry confronting the country. They shouldn't do that in anybody's state. Okay, every state should own its own security. Who are they to go and establish security outfit across all the states in the country? What is the duty of the governor, who is the chief security officer of the state? Okay, so and what is the duty of the state owners who have responsibility to guide and protect their lands and their properties? There is something fishing in this plan. Since they have not been able to be given where to do their ranching, they want to take it by force. This is not going to happen. Who are they to help government to fight insecurity? Who contracted them? Are they better than the indigenous security outfits in each of the states and communities? No, this will not work. The association also asked the Inspector General of Police to take proactive measures to protect Fulani pastoralists across the country from ethnic militants and state-sponsored vigilantes. Can you imagine? This was contained in a communique signed by the National President Alhaji Abdullahi Badejo, National Secretary Engineer Saleh Al-Hassan, and National Deputy President Ambassador Mansour Abdul Karim at the end of its annual general meeting in Abuja yesterday. The communique further condemned the continuous profiling of the Fulani race by some media organizations, particularly social media, and urged the press to investigate the veracity of their stories before going to press or risk legal action. Nothing did happen. So according to the group, delegates viewed the continuous policies of segregation by some state governors seeking to criminalize the economic livelihood of pastoralists through the enactment of anti-open grazing laws as the most wicked act any government can do to the economic interests of Fulani pastoralists. Now, the communique unanimously condemned and totally rejected the repressive and oppressive laws and called on the National Assembly to come to the rescue of the pastoralists on the insecurity ravaging their communities. So they are happy to bring up this now because the vice president is their person, okay? And only God knows the kind of agreement Tinubu has signed with the Hausas and the Fulanis before they allowed him to become the president of the country. But this is a very bad one. The truth is that this must be dead on arrival. A Fulani herdsman cannot come to anybody's state to form vigilante. No way. Okay? The governors of each state has a responsibility to protect lives and properties in each of those states. That is the way it should go. Yeah? That is the way it should go. So whatever they plan to do, they cannot go to Southeast to form their own vigilante, okay, at the expense of the owners of that state. That will not be allowed. That obviously will not be allowed. Okay? That will not be allowed. How can Miyetti Allah leave their own place and then come to install vigilante in other people's state? And then when the people in those communities start fighting back now, they will say they are bad people. Yeah? And now it is happening and nobody is reacting. This is unacceptable, and I don't expect any state to allow this. I don't expect any state at all to allow this to happen. Okay? People will fight from their own communities. They will fight, and then this government will say they have their right. No. Miyetti Allah cannot come and form something in another person's state. That is the truth. Miyetti Allah cannot come and form something in another person's state. Let's be careful with what they're trying to do. Nigerians be aware and Nigerians beware that these people are still exploring opportunities to come and mess with other people's state. You cannot continue to do this to a country. You cannot continue to do this to, fighting all the way to see how they can own a part of the country to themselves. They came up with how do I put it, with the impression that they own the country and it is their own. So these Nigerians be aware that this is what Miyetti Allah is planning to do, and they should, in fact, as a matter of urgency, ensure that this does not happen. They have to ensure that this does not happen across all the states, because it's going to take away the relative peace that we're enjoying right now. It's going to take away the relative peace of what we're enjoying right now, and where it's going to take us to, only God knows. That is the truth. Only God knows. So this is exactly outcome of the Miyetti Allah meeting that was held at Abuja yesterday, saying that they will establish vigilante across all the states in Nigeria. Okay, and they want to help government to fight insecurity. Who are you? Now they are calling the National Assembly to come to their aid. They are saying that they are being profiled by social media, by community leaders, and by host community vigilantes, that the Miyetti Allah cattle pastoralists are being profiled and they don't want it anymore. Who are they to give Nigerians condition? That is the truth. If you want to do vigilante in your own area. Don't come and disturb other people in their own area as well. So Nigerians, be aware and beware that this is what they want to do. They've tried to establish their own emir and it didn't work. They wanted to put emir everywhere in all the states. It didn't work. They wanted to put to reinstate 451 grazing routes in the country, but it didn't work for them. And they are still fighting to see how they can get all of this. But I think Nigerians should not allow this to happen. It is a very bad plan. It's a very bad attempt. And if they achieve it, it's going to cause another level of war. Now that they are being, being put to rest, and they are being contained. Let me use that word. They are being contained. They want to find a way to cause more problem. I think Nigerians should be aware. Nigerians should be aware of this, because if they succeed, then another struggle will continue. In fact, it's going to cause another higher level of insecurity than where Nigeria is today. So it is not going to work. So let Nigerians beware. Thank you.